Bunibaiza Ramaphosa. Mayaliwena. Ramaphosa.
The leader of the Patriotic Alliance and Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Gayton McKenzie, recently showered President Cyril Ramaphosa with praise for the progress of the Government of National Unity, GNU. But is the GNU truly working for South Africa? Welcome back to Inkari. It's time. Today we're diving into Gayton McKenzie's bold statements in support of President Cyril Ramaphosa and the GNU, with McKenzie holding a key role in government and openly praising Ramaphosa. We have to ask, is the GNU meeting its promises, or is this praise premature? Gayton McKenzie, known for his candid and often controversial views, has now publicly commended President Cyril Ramaphosa's leadership and the progress of the GNU. He claims that under the GNU, South Africa is finally seeing positive steps towards political stability and cooperation across party lines.
They are saying, hey, McKenzie is happy to be in cabinet. They are lying. I'm very happy. I'm not happy. I am excited. Honorable President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, Mr. President, you taught us something very important in the GNU. You taught us in the GNU that there is a collective. There's no ANC, PA, DA, PAC, IFP, UDM, Freedom Front Plus, Al Jamaa, or Rais Mzansi. You taught us that we ministers took an oath that we will serve the people of South Africa irrespective of which parties they come from. But you know, President, the instruction that you gave me did something. It showed the GNU in action. Let me explain. You know, some of you not been in cabinet before. So, allow me to tell you how it works. I speak from experience.
For those who need a refresher, the GNU was established to bring together opposing political parties in a joint effort to stabilize and uplift the country. It's an alliance where leaders from different political spectrums, like McKenzie, unite under one government. But how does it work in practice?
The President is the head of cabinet. He gives us our marching orders, our line of march. And I know some of you that said, hey, McKenzie, you mustn't listen. McKenzie this. I see them on Facebook, on Twitter, Secretary General. I see their comments. They are not for me. They want me to be reshuffled. So if I'm going to fall for those comments, I shall find myself being reshuffled. The people that voted for me, the people that I lead of the Patriotic Alliance, they are very happy with me being in the GNU. They are excited because they already can see the changes that the GNU brings. How can I listen to people that never voted for me and say I must be out?
McKenzie highlights several achievements under the GNU, such as increased political cooperation, social stability, and Ramaphosa's ability to balance diverse political agendas. We'll explore these claims and look at specific areas where the GNU has reportedly made progress, like economic reforms and improved governance. Not everyone shares Mackenzie's enthusiasm. Critics argue that the GNU has struggled with internal disagreements, and some say it's merely a band-aid solution to deeper political fractures. We'll examine both sides of the debate and consider whether the GNU is truly working as intended. Could Mackenzie's praise be part of a larger political strategy? We'll discuss how his position as a minister in Ramaphosa's government may influence his public statements and what this means for South Africa's political future.
I want to thank President. I think this task was not easy. I met the children of SG Duma Nokwe with the opening of Parliament, and I gave them the assurance that we will do this end of September. They told me today they didn't really believe me. And I told them then, I said, the president gave me instructions. But when you gave me this instruction, the deputy minister, my force, Peace Mabe, she said, I said, you will find money. Because that was the morning that you told me it will and it shall happen. Now, how can an official tell me there's no money if my boss said I must do something? Sometimes these officials, they want you to be reshuffled prematurely. But I'm very happy with the officials in the department. They worked very hard, the officials, day and night. But I think it would be wrong of me not to mention these few names, because I have never done this. I don't know how to do it. I had to ask. And I want to start with May Angie Motshekga. You were like a mother. You guided me patiently. Minister Bantu Olomisa, he guided me very impatiently, but he guided me. Minister Tolashe, Minister Mkunu, Minister Nyoto, Minister Pemi Majodini, Minister Tembi Simelani, Secretary General of the ANC, Mbax Resmates Mbalula. He took all my calls. He guided me. He says, Gayty, Jason, Jaymutsuamak. And then the airtime of Afrikaans finished halfway. He switched back to the family. To the families, you've been an absolute joy to work with. This is a very somber process. But your patience with us has really shown us that we're on the right track. I want to tell you something, President, before I do the honors of calling you. This was not an instruction, it was a labor of love for me. Because my mother died of a broken heart because her younger brother was never found. So my mother never spoke about her younger brother, but I could feel her pain. So I saw what my mom went through. That's why I was rushing, because I saw what my mom went through, and I don't want any other woman or children or father to go through what my mom has gone through.
Gayton McKenzie's praise of President Cyril Ramaphosa and the GNU has sparked conversation across the country. But whether the government of national unity is genuinely addressing the nation's challenges remains to be seen. Is this a successful partnership for South Africa, or are we overlooking critical issues?
You know, during the election, we fought with the DA. We fought each other. And today we agree on one thing, that you are the glue of this GNU. Many in your own party are saying, Harifuni GNU. How to be ufuna ing if hafuni GNU? They don't understand. The GNU is going to last for 5 years. We are going nowhere, the GNU. The country is happy. Humunati mo GNU. And you must, my president and SG, you mustn't worry much. I see you keep on answering the ones, SG, that says you gave me advice, let me give you advice. You keep on answering the ones that's against the GNU. I can tell you, we, at lunch the other day was a minister that comes from the opposition, which I'm not going to mention. And this minister said to me, hey, these people of opposition, they are last time. I'm like, this man was in opposition last year. So I want to say to the SG, let them talk. It's really cold outside. Humunati inside. The GNU is working. We are happy. President Ramaphosa is leading us. And the president that I'm calling now, you know, President, I must tell you something that I never told you to your face. When we criticized you, we went past the boundaries of respectable criticism. We at times became very personal with you. We called you names. We accused you of stuff. But you looked past what we all called you, and you look at what is good for South Africa. You are a leader with leaders. And those ones that think I can betray you, you have hired me in spite of people saying you can never make McKenzie a minister. Today, you can call me bandit, but you must say honorable. Honorable. You can call me names. Markikeni. Can we all rise to our feet and welcome Sir the Drew Matamela. Hauna o tshwana le wena. Ramaphosa.
Minister McKenzie, I didn't know that you regard those who think that you are happy as being liars. Because today you told us the truth, that they are liars because they are not telling the truth. The real truth is that you are very, very happy to be minister. Now, when I called Minister McKenzie, as we were putting together the government, I called him 3 times. First, I called him and said, the Secretary General is talking to all parties, and I'd like you to be on hand to receive the Secretary General's calls. And he said, no, don't worry, President, we'll be ready. So I called him again, and just to keep him warm, because I was ensuring that the GNU does take off as the Secretary General leading our team carried on with his work. So I called him again, and this time I found him in a movie house. He was watching a movie, and I said, no, don't. He said, I'm in a movie house. I said, no, don't worry, I'll talk to you later. He says, no, I'm coming out now. I said, what are you watching? He says, I'm watching Bad Boys. Bad Boys 2. So I just said, no, all I was doing was to call you and say, the discussions are going on and you are part of them. Don't worry, we'll call you again. So when I called him the 3rd time was to inform him that I would have wanted to meet you, as I often meet all those who are about to be appointed to cabinet. I said, we don't have the time, we're rushing, but I've been talking to you, and I just wanted to let you know that I'd like to appoint you as a Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture. And he said, thank you very much, Mr. President, thank you. And then I put the phone down. Then he called me back. And he said, Mr. President, did I hear you correctly? I said, yes. No, he says, no, I'm saying so because I'd given my phone to my guards, as he called them. He now has protectors. He says, I gave my phone to my guards and I said, the president will call. And when I didn't call for a while, they laughed at him. They said, you said the president would call. He never called you. So he wanted to go back to them and he tell them that he called. I'm now minister. Minister McKenzie, we very pleased with the work that you've done, because you've really done a phenomenal task here.
Some have been quick to displace the ANC government. And Gayton McKenzie, my dear friend, you are doing a great job. And don't allow them to steal your time and set you against us. You are part of us. And then say that Gayton McKenzie achieved a lot in 3 months and more than the ANC. Siyayazi loo nto leyo bubugqwirha. The real truth is that Thabo Mbeki started this process. The families here, they know the truth, and everybody else. And President Matamela have seen it to the finishing line. And we are blessed to be in the ANC-led government of national unity and seeing us to the finishing line. But my great friend, not taking anything from you, you are doing a great job. Thank you very much.
What do you think? Is the GNU living up to its promise? Or is Mackenzie's praise unwarranted? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more in-depth discussions on South African politics and leadership.